it was nice to see Yuji and the gang investigating a curse again. We haven't seen them together investigating a curse since like the correctional facility incident, and that turned out to be a trap set by the higher up. So it was cool to see them out in the world together investigating a curse. This is the kind of stuff that will build the relationship between the characters. This is the kind of stuff that will get us more attached to the characters and get us more invested. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Dad Dude, bringing you guys another video. I am giving out subscriptions down below, so if you like Jujutsu Kaisen, I review every episode, and I talk about the anime too. You don't want to miss anything, so go hit that button. Also, feel free to follow and hit me up on Twitter at DadDudeAnime. Who else wasn't the least bit surprised that not only was Megumi a bit of a delinquent back in the day, but he was apparently the king of delinquents, you know? It's always the quiet ones, but Megumi was apparently out here just beating up all the other delinquents, and he himself was the top badass of his generation or whatever, or the area he was in. He was the top guy. These guys were instantly afraid of him when he walked up. They were bowing to him. So apparently Megumi was quite the dude back in the day. That guy was just beating everybody up. I would have liked to have gotten a flashback of Megumi and actually get to see him do that kind of stuff. But I can settle for the hilarious reactions that Nobata and Yuji had once they found out that despite how quiet Megumi is now, he was apparently way different back in the day. The curse they were investigating in this episode was legitimately creepy to me. Like, not the way it looked, because we really didn't get that good of a look at the curse until maybe towards the end of the episode. But even then, I don't think we've seen all of it like in its full splendor yet. But the way it killed people was just so creepy to me. The fact that it waited 20 years to kill the people that it marked, I find that a bit scary. Imagine you're a dumb teenager doing dumb teenager shit, and 20 years later, when you're a fully formed adult, this monster that marked you when you were doing your dumb teenager shit 20 years ago, all of a sudden comes back to kill you. Now I'm scared. Will some monster show up to come get me for some stupid shit that I did when I was 15? I thought it was really cool how they had to try to conduct an effective investigation without letting on to the people they're questioning what their real purpose is and why they're there. So they have to ask all these questions and get information to try to solve the mystery of this curse without actually letting on that curses are real and that curses kill people and that the reason these people are dying is because of this like supernatural curse type thing. So they have to ask these people questions and get information without letting on the real reason why they're there. I think that's a really cool balancing act that they have to walk and that they have to negotiate without letting on too much to the public. And it makes for like some interesting conversation between the people that they're trying to talk to and get information from, because these people they're scared, right? They have no idea what's going on. They're afraid for their safety. And especially the handler chick, who's the blonde chick, I don't know her name, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. She's assuring this woman that she's okay, nothing's gonna happen to you. We're just investigating something completely innocent, like not dangerous at all. While they know fully that there's a chance this woman could die if they don't solve this case. I think that's a really cool balancing act that they had to do, and it was nice to watch. Megumi couldn't really have thought that he could just go handle this curse on his own, and that Nobata and Yuji wouldn't catch on the way he was doing and come help him. Like he has to know those two a little better than that by now to think that he could just go off on his own and they wouldn't catch on to what he was doing. It just seems silly to me that he didn't think they would eventually catch up to help him out. Also, it seems odd to me that right now is the time that he would decide he has to handle this on his own, considering that we just saw a bunch of the students fight a special grade curse like one episode ago. So why all of a sudden now does Megumi think this is something that only he can handle? The best I can come up with is that the smart thing to do in that situation was to retreat, but because of his sister, Megumi doesn't feel like he can retreat. He feels like he needs to handle this right away, and he didn't want to get Nobata and Yuji involved in what he felt was a selfish decision in going to take care of the curse right away instead of waiting for backup, waiting for help. That is the best I can come up with, and like if that is the reason, I can understand it from that standpoint. He didn't want to get them involved in what he saw as somewhat selfish. But we don't really have an explanation for that so far, so that's the best I can come up with. It just struck me as odd that right now he's like all of a sudden, no, I have to take care of this on my own. I don't want to get Yuji and nobody involved, when they haven't really even fought the curse yet. The curse may be really strong, but they hadn't fought it yet. That's all I have for you in this one, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And if you are so inclined, subscribe and share it. It would help me out a lot. If you didn't enjoy the video, let me know why in the comments. We can talk about it. I respond to almost everything. And again, feel free to follow and hit me up on Twitter at DadUAnime, and I'll see you guys in the next one.